Lesson 6.6 is about finding either a percent or a number. And we're going to work with proportions and percents. So using a proportion and writing a proportion in order to solve a percent problem. Okay? Now, there's a real simple way to figure out what numbers go where on this proportion. And it's using this model. The model helps you to figure out where to put the numbers so you can read a percent problem.
Is this going to be in the test tomorrow?
No, not this. We'll go through this in class tomorrow. And then this will be on the next quiz. This will be on next Friday's quiz, not tomorrow's quiz. Okay? So, let me explain this model and how it works. The proportion, the percent number over 100, is from this line, from the bottom line. This is the percent number, and this is the 100. So that goes, these two numbers always go in that spot in the proportion. The percent number, 65% in this case, this is an example, and the 100 refers to the 100%, or the number out of 100. Okay? Then, whatever number is here in the model is called the part. That goes in the place where the part goes in the proportion. And the whole number, or out of, it's often said, is goes on the bottom of the fraction. So the proportion is always written as the part out of the whole is equal to the percent number out of 100. Okay? Now, when you read a problem, like the ones we're going to do next, you identify from the given information how to put them on the model. And then, using the model, you can set up a proportion using this proportion, part over whole, equals percent out of 100, and then cross multiply to solve. Okay? Let me show you some examples and you'll get what I mean. Number 1 on your worksheet. You'll be working with problems like this. 62.5% of t is 35. What is t? 62.5% of t is 35. What is t? So, they give us a percent number, 62.5, and I wrote it as 62.5, just as this fraction. In the model, that goes on the bottom line, and the 100% goes to the right of that. Now, the whole number is always equal to 100%. So that's why I wrote the whole number above 100% on the model. Then we have to figure out from the words what 35 is. Is 35 the part or the whole? Is it the percent number or is it 100? Now we know it's not the percent number because it doesn't have the percent sign. 62.5 is the percent. So that goes above 100. Okay? So then it says 62.5% of t. Now remember in your notes, I said when you see that of, that most of the time, that tells you what the whole number is. 62% of t is 35. So 35 is the part of t. So 35 goes on the part line of the proportion. It goes above the whole. And if we look on the model, 62% or 62.5% of t is 35. And that tells us that t is the whole number. 62.5% of t. So a part of t is 35. Okay? 35 is equal to 62.5%. So that goes across from 62.5%. All right? When we solve this, then, you can cross multiply 62.5 times t and 35 times 100. And then divide it to solve the proportion. So do that part right now. Solve the proportion. 62.5 times t is 62.5 t, and that's equal to 3,500, because 35 times 100 is 3,500. So 62.5 divided by 3,500 gives us the answer. Oh, I'm sorry, 3,500 divided by 62.5. That's what I should have said. 62.
It's 56.
56.
I got it first.
Oh, actually, I did because I was the only one with my hands up. So.
Yep. So the whole is 56. T equals 56. Okay? And that's where you can write your answer, is write it on the model. And then check and see if it makes sense. Does 35, it's a little over half of 56. So does that make sense that it would be 62.5% of 56? Is 35? As you look at those numbers, does that make sense? 56 is bigger than 35 because 35 is only 62.5% of 56. Right?
Yeah.
It's only about half of 56, a little over half. So you should check your answers for reasonableness when you're doing these questions. How about the next one? Again, 38% of n, so n is the whole number. 38% of n is 33.44.
So what are we doing?
So 33.44, is that the part or the whole?
That's part.
That's the part. Yep. So on the model, it goes above 38%. 33.44 is 38%. N is the whole. So then you set up this proportion. 33.44 is the part. N is the whole. 38 is the percent number that's given. And so you write that over 100. And then solve it. Again.
Do you have to use them all? Because for me that's really confusing.
I don't get any of
And
this.
it's kind of like big.
The model just confuses me a lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't help me at all.
Then just put the model up here.
It's 88.
Okay.
That's what they all say.
That this is 100%. And 100% equals the whole. And the percent number is equal to the part. Wherever the part is, that is the percent number. The reason the model is can be useful is it helps you set up the proportion correctly. Okay?
So it would be 33.44 over 100.
Well, Jen, how would you do this one, number 5, or sorry, number 4 without the model?
I don't know. You just do the same thing you've been doing the whole time.
Yeah, do the same thing.
Wait, which is what? Which is what?
30%. 300.
So it's 600,
Wait,
600 over m, and then, no, yeah, 300 over,
No, it's 600 over.
yeah, that's what I said, 600 over m. And then one would be 300 over 100.
Yeah.
yes, good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can do it without the model.
Yes, you can. Yep, as long as you understand how to find the part and how to find the whole and what those percent numbers mean. Okay? Yep. Yep. Very good.
So can I use it without the
Yes,
model?
you can. Yep.
Yes.
But you have to write the proportion.
Yeah, that's
Okay?
fine.
Whoops.
I want you to know what the model is, so it might help some people set up the proportion. Because the proportion is always set up with the part over the whole. And equal to the percent number over 100. Okay?
So number 2 would be 33.44 over
Wait,
100.
number 4 is 200.
33.44 over 38.
The thing.
The whole is 38. Oh, no, wait a second. 33.44 over n is equal to 38 over 100. This is the part. This is the whole. This is the percent. This is 100. Okay. Number 4. Do number 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16 from this worksheet. Okay?
Which one?
All the
Evens, all the
evens.
evens. Except for number.
Let me show you number 3, because number 3 is just a little bit different in that the percent number that they give you is more than 100%. So it means the part is going to be bigger than the whole. Okay?
But don't forget number 6.
Now wait, let me finish this. So that's why when it says 120% of y, y is the whole, 120% of y is 42, and 42 is beyond 100%, it's 120%. So we still write the proportion using those numbers
Raise it out.
of the part 42 over y is equal to the percent number 120 over 100. And then solve it. Okay? See if you got that one right. To solve it, do 120 times y. And 42 times 100. And then divide both sides by the coefficient, 120. Okay. I'll help you with number 4. Because that's a lot like number 3. The percent numbers are on the bottom. 300% of m, so m is the whole, that goes over 100. And 600 is the part that is 300% of m. So we set up the proportion with the part 600 over the whole m is equal to the percent number given, that's 300 over 100. And then solve it, cross multiply and solve it. Okay? It's really going to help you learn this if you actually follow along. No, follow along, like do the examples. Okay? Number 6. Now, the wording changes in number 6. Because it says what percent. So now we're looking for the bottom number. What percent of 40 is 12? We're looking for the percent number. What percent of 40 is 12? Just wait, Brett. So when you write your proportion, the part over the whole, the part is 12, the whole is 40. 12 over 40 is equal to the percent, if you use n percent, over 100. Okay. N is the percent number that we're looking for. Okay? Yes? No. Just leave it for tomorrow. I want other people to come in. Okay? Number 8 is just like that.
I have a question.
Yes?
Can't you just divide them?
Yeah.
Divide by 40.
Yeah. Yeah, 40 divided by 12.
Times
100.
100. Yes.
Why do you have to follow?
What?
Why do you have to follow?
You have to write the proportion, I said.
Oh, what?
You have to write the proportion.
But that makes
Why does it say draw bottom?
Because I'm showing you a model, how the model can help you. We talked about this already, Emily. Okay?
Do you have to show your
I'm
work
using the
in
model to help some people set up the proportion correctly. The part over the whole is equal to the percent number over 100. That's how you have to set up the proportion. Okay? Are you copying the board? Why not? Oh, bring your glasses. Why don't you move next to Ariana? It's still too far away?
Like, she's blurry to me.
I don't need them.
Oh.
I don't need them for
Travel on, travel on, travel on.
Try 'em.
Yeah.
They're different types.
Okay. I don't recommend sharing glasses. Give you a headache.
Might get
But
like the eye glue.
based on your, could you write down the notes? Okay, so based on your notes, we're using that percent proportion from your notes. Okay? And so, as you're reading number 8, for example, number 8 says, what percent, that's the percent number from the proportion, is 54 out of 60. So 60 is the whole, 54 is the percent, or is the part, and you're trying to find the percent. So you put that number, that n, over 100 and solve it. Okay, you may want to write that down. How would you find number 10? $80 out of 100 is equal to, what are we looking for? We're looking for the part or the whole in number 10? Jen? The part.
No.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're looking for the amount out of 25. Okay?
So this
The
would
amount out
just
of
be like
25.
number the first one.
No, because in the first one, we were given the part, and we were looking for the whole.
So
In
this,
these, we're given the whole, and we're looking for
So how would we
80% of it. So then you would write
25.
n out of 25
Yeah,
is equal
80
to
over 100
80 over 100. Yep.
divided by 80. And would you still be able to divide after you do the proportion and you divide 25?
So then
To get
100n is equal to 80 times 25,
It should be
and then
2000.
divide by 100. Yep.
So it's 20. Would it be percent then, right? These are all percentage. So